Under proper storage conditions, frozen meat can be kept for up to a year. She showed me her very swollen fingers. This is what I have to go through to try to thaw many frozen chicken in order to try to get to the same recipe and same taste as before. First, we work with the industry to build resilience in their supply networks. SFA supports the industry's diversification efforts by actively accrediting multiple overseas food sources. SFA also helps to accredit new source countries, regions, and suppliers in order to give our importers more choices. We currently import our food from over 170 countries and regions. And we will continue our diversification efforts. Chicken from Malaysia accounts for 34% of our total chicken imports. This has dropped by 3 percentage points from 37% in 2018. While this accounts for 99% of our live and chilled chicken imports at about 73,000 tons in 2021, we have the alternative of frozen chicken available. Frozen chicken provides us with greater food resilience as industrial freezing extends the shelf life of the meat. Under proper storage conditions, frozen meat can be kept for up to a year. It enlarges our pool of available choices to include suppliers from countries that are further away, like Brazil and the United States. SFA has also recently accredited Indonesia as a new source for the imports of chicken. Given our land, labor, energy, and water constraints, we prefer to concentrate on farming food items that can be produced in a resource-efficient and commercially sustainable manner. Ms. Jessica Tan asked about our support to businesses and consumers. During the ban, our businesses using chicken from Malaysia were able to have access to chicken from alternate sources. The majority of poultry market stalls and chicken rice hawker stores have remained open. Ultimately, the challenge ahead of us, Mr. Speaker, is how do we increase our food production from the current less than 10% to 30% with less than 1% of the land, almost at the same amount of land that we are using now. In many cases, we are looking at productivity to the multiple of 10 times of what we are doing now in order to give us the bulk that we need.
What is it that Singaporeans, individuals and businesses, what is it that we need to do more of to be able to support this strategy?
And I have a chicken store, Hainanese, quintessential Hainanese chicken store holder, who shared with me that, he has switched to frozen. They have tried frozen, but they couldn't get it the same taste as before. And so their business has been affected. And then she showed me her very swollen fingers. This is what I have to go through to try to thaw many frozen chicken in order to try to get to the same recipe and same taste as before. I'm sharing this, I think, our stallholders have actually shown great resilience if our businesses are able to diversify, what we call during peacetime, establish trade relations with more suppliers across different countries, even from the same supplier, diversify so that, if we have a bout of avian flu, we will not be affected in the same way. Our businesses, small businesses, showing resilience, adaptability, flexibility in different forms of meat and different way of cooking. If you can't do it in the boiled state, do it in the grilled, chicken. I think this will make us a lot more resilient.
As Malaysia's export restrictions are still in place, what is the Singapore Food Industry Agency doing to incentivize poultry importers to import chicken from alternative sources that are already approved?
Although we have accredited many other countries, but importers, because of proximity, because of historical reasons of having sort of associations of businesses between Singapore and Malaysia. We are very closely linked with long history of doing business together. Malaysia continue to be an important source country for us. Because of competition, they will be reluctant to try new areas that may increase the cost. They may be reluctant to try new products because it's not familiar to the consumers. So from time to time, we have to evaluate the need for licensing condition. We have done so for eggs, and we will think about whether it's necessary for chicken as well.